to be fulfilled. May the desire for liberation be fulfilled. And may not. So be it. Om Shanti. May the desire for liberation be fulfilled. And may not.
Gurmeet, can you hear me? Hi Gurmeet, can you hear me?
Sri Lord Shiva Bhagavati Sri Ma Durga Bhagavati Sri Hare Rama Bhagavati Om Shri Hare 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 Om Shri Hare 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 Shri Hare Krishna Bhagavati Shri Siddhartha Bhagavati Shri Lord Christ Bhagavati Om Shri Hare 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 Om Shri Hare 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 Shri Lord Shiva Bhagavati Shri Ma Durga Bhagavati Shri Hare Rama Bhagavati Om Shri Hare 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 Om Shri Hare 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 Shri Hare Krishna Bhagavati Shri Siddhartha Bhagavati Shri Lord Christ Bhagavati Om Shri Hare 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 Om Shri Hare 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 Shri Ramana Bhagavati Shri Punjaji Bhagavati Shri Mujiji Bhagavati Om Shri Hare 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 Om Shri Hare 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 Shri Lord Shiva Bhagavati Om Shri Hare 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 Om Shri Hare 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 This joyous world, lay of the divine, all of this we are, all this we are. All this we are. Fragrance of joy. Open sky, endless star, whose light dispels clouds Maya's bewitching power, no more shall bind us, no more shall bind us, no more shall bind us. We are free.
Thank you. Namaste everyone. A very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Sri Mujiji ki Jai. Welcome, welcome. In the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic when you sense it is appropriate. And on YouTube chat, you can post your questions over there and we will look at them. There's a new Sangha member I wanted to introduce to all of you. I don't know whether you can see her in the... Oh, it's just a dark... Can you guess who this is?
So happy to be back. So much love. So happy to be back.
Shivani says, can see your big grin without seeing. Without seeing. Every moment is just what it is. What is here is just what it is. This moment doesn't have a story. This much maligned body. In fact, after Satsang, we were discussing yesterday about how everyone has picked on the body, you see, in the past. The body is not troubled at all. It is now the mind which is much maligned by us. Maybe the next generation will say, not even the mind. But if you look at even in our lineage, all the way back to Bhagwan, it has been said that it is the body identification which is the root of all problems. And when we look at it now, we say, just here, what is it doing? And even if I'm completely identified as the body, what story do I have? Nothing, because body is here now. Is there a body in the past or in the future? Just here now. And at best, through pain, it pulls, is a magnetic force which pulls your attention. Without any interpretation, there is no trouble. And many teachers have said body, mind, organism. When I went to Ramesh, he would say body, mind, organism. But I don't see any trouble with the body. I don't see any trouble with this realm of atoms and molecules actually. It is appearing as it is, just is. When I look, I see the only cause for suffering are these thoughts, not even thoughts by themselves. Actually, thoughts by themselves also just energy. But all resistance, all suffering, all stories, all goals, all ideas come from giving meaning to these thoughts, giving belief to these thoughts. Some of you, when you sit in satsang, you find that the mind just stops. If the mind just stops, then there is no room for suffering at all. But usually it is found that the mind continues. And when these thoughts are arising, then to try and run away from them also means to pick up a practice, something to be avoided or resisted. The thoughts themselves are now being resisted. And when we look at the world, we see that historically most practices have been about taking attention away from these thoughts. And I'm saying now that even this trouble we don't need to take. The thoughts also come and go. So if you look back at history, you find that very rarely this has been said. Only in the Zen tradition I've really found this. In most other traditions I found that they have recommended that we take our attention away, maybe to our breath, or maybe to some other practice, to some mantra. What is happening with these practices? It is that we are taking our attention away from the thoughts, from the content of these thoughts, and bringing it back into the present. But in my own experience and experiences of many others, I've seen that this gives some relief for the time that there is some energy in the practice. But as that starts to wane away, then the mind is back with full force. And then more identification happens. I'm not a good practitioner, my sadhana, I'm not serious about my sadhana, I'm not worthy to be free. All of this gets believed. But now it seems so simple. When we look at it, we say, okay, even if my attention is going to my thoughts, what is happening? It is only that the content of these thoughts is becoming visible. I still need to identify with them. I still need to give them my belief. So now we have moved away from being in denial of the body, trying to take our attention away from the body, the breath, the thoughts. Attention can go to all of these. Just simply not giving meaning, just simply not believing anything it is saying. Once you pull the string from here, When I was young, my mother would make these sweaters and socks. There was always this one point, if you just pull from there, then the entire thing would unravel. So once you pull the string from here of withdrawing your belief, from just the next thought, then all of this tension seems to settle down. All that is supposed to happen as our freedom is unfolding happens. And having seen that what played here got so lost in the complexity, now the movement here is to make it as simple as possible. And it is shared with integrity, so that's important. Because nothing is shared which is not tasted, not tested directly. Just in this simplicity, we find that all that we have been looking for is already here. Yesterday we said that what if what we share was only directly from what we see? Because someone had this question that somehow I can't share like someone else shares. Why is their seeing so much clearer than mine? So my suggestion then is to just share what you see, only that, from the now. And I can tell you that you will sound just the same. If you don't go with any past, any future, no imagination, then it is the simplest thing to see the truth. Because you are the truth. You get a bit tanned over there. Who wants to try? Just speak what is right now. No story, no past, no future, just now. David wants to go?
The heart rate speeding up now. But it's all on with this space of empty knowing. And there's just this, what we described as natural peace, natural joy. No sense of needing to get anywhere or to prove anything. There's no distinction between.
Did you see something about your mic? Can you put it a little closer? Because your voice is not very loud.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. There's no distinction between inside or outside. There's no distinction between this knowing and what we call the known. There's just kind of this, what you might call space of empty knowing, which is untouched. Yet completely direct and intimate with everything that is. But even the words don't really do it justice, it's just this. I don't know, that's why I kind of just remain silent, really. Mm.
Very good. Very beautiful. Before we go to the next one, let me catch up on the chat. Dana said, "Woo, yeah." Is that how you say it? Welcome, welcome to the now. Woo, yeah, woo. I found Sangha of being. Woo, woo, yeah. Ananta ji in the house. Am I in a rave party? Oh my God, the greatest place on earth. Thank you, Mujiji. Thank you. Hey. And Suchitra says, beloved Anantaji, there are no burning questions left in me. There's a certain consistent laid backness that all is okay as it is. And any momentary struggle call for can also be joyful. This is good. All is okay as it is. And now someone is saying that even what was called the struggle, you can find that this is also joyful. That's why we call it the play. You see how simple this is. Because it is nothing. Nothing needs to be done. Right now, you are that which you are looking for. Who feels that right now for them it is different? Any of you that feel that right now it is different, come up and tell me what you see right now. You're heading now. How do you? Why did you go down? Okay, right now, what is there? What is here? Simple question. The world is appearing, the world is present, is perceived, what else? So the world is perceived right now, and what are the different aspects of the world? That which you see with the senses, then what else? Just report whatever you see, no filter. Senses we don't see, what they bring is what we see. So right now you see this body is in front of you, you hear it, and some energy, sensation. All of this which is appearing is reporting to the one eye, isn't it? Reporting to you. Let not make it sound such a it's casually. All of this is reporting to you. All the thoughts are also reporting to the same one. Already this is seen. Nothing is fully understood. That's it. All appearances are appearing to the same eye. You can never be something else. Only this eye. Have you ever been something else? Have the appearances ever reported to something else? That's it. Forget it. Just now, everything is reporting to you. Even the appearance of these tears is coming. Also seeing you. To sense it's a sensation. The same one sees everything, and you see everything. Is there anything which is outside this seeing or knowing? Anything that you know that is outside this. All that you know must be inside the knowing itself. It must be known by you to be able to say that I know. It's not complicated. It's simple. Right now, what is seen or known? Start with the I. I am seeing this. Let's make it even simpler. Say I am looking at you. Just start with I am looking. Whatever is seen, you say if the thought is coming, I am looking at the thought. If some sensation is coming, I am looking at the sensation. What happens? Even this you are looking at. Yes, but even the fact that you're experiencing it, you know it, isn't it? You're experiencing these sensations. How do you know this? Because they are experienced, they are seen. Don't feel you're separate from it or the seeing of it. Okay, so say no, I know that it is here. You know it is here. But there's a knowing of it which is here. Strong sensation, something, the body shaking. This is known now. So there is a knowing here which is here. Are you in primarily in the sensation or are you knowing it? It seems like you are the sensation. And yet there is something that knows this. You know that 5 minutes ago this was not so strong and now it is strong. So that I has remained. Who knows that this sensation exists? You know it or not? The I that knows it, is it the sensation? Is it the sensation knowing itself? Sensation is coming and going, coming stronger than weaker, stronger than weaker. Who sees this strengthening and weakening? Somebody else saying it's strengthening and weakening? No, you know it directly. I know that the knowing is untouched by any of the sensation. So it can be allowed. In fact, these are very good times to just see. Something wants to just focus on the sensation or the pain or what's happening to the body. Something just says, okay, why aren't you focusing on this? See, this is happening. What is prior to this? Who is this happening to? Is the sensation happening to itself? Okay, it's happening to me. This me is what? You are aware of the sensation, aren't you? It's not difficult. Whatever sensation is there, you are aware of it. What is the meaning of being aware of it? You can say, I know that it exists, or you can say, I see it is here. All of these are okay. But that which sees, is it the sensation itself? You are aware of this, you are aware of your body, you are aware of this pain, sensation, you are aware when a thought comes. This awareness remains unmoving, just the content keeps changing. Even to say, I don't see that, means that there is a seeing here which doesn't see a particular content. This seeing is not phenomenal. Therefore, you cannot see it like a content, like some appearance. Just this simple. So the content could be anything, but the awareness remains. The content is this word, then this word. The content is some sensation. Content is some pain. The content is changing, but who's aware of the content? I am, but I can't say that it is unchanged. Okay. This I, which is aware of content, have you seen it change? Or can you change it? And yet you say I. Yet you say it is I. You know where I'm saying, where I'm going. You say I am aware. What is the meaning of these three words? I am aware. Of whatever. Don't go with the mind because it'll say, oh, here we go again. This is the thing that gets me always and all that. Is it just some random word when we say I am aware, or it means something? Okay, let's put I am aware of whatever you are. Aware of, what are you aware of? I'm aware of you. So, what are you conveying with this when you say I am aware? What is it? I see you. Therefore, this seeing is present. I see you as opposed to I smell you, I walk you. I see your form, yes, I see your form. That is content that you see. The form is content that you see. You see means what? Is it the same as saying I am aware that this form is being seen? Is there any difference between the two? That I see your form and I am aware that your form is being seen. You know you see me, right? This knowing is what? How do you know? You have to work towards it. Any effort required to know what is being perceived. Any effort required to know that perceiving is happening. So this knowing is effortless. Right now you know that this form is seen. So just like this, whatever is being seen, you say, I know this is being seen. I know this is being seen. Can you do it? What's the trouble? Simple, no? If the thought is being seen, I know the thought is being seen. If some pain is being seen, I know the pain is being seen. Pain is seen. It's not as difficult as you might be feeling it is. Already you know what is here. Yes? What's happening right now? Are you believing some thought? Yes. Which thought? Which? I had enough of Satsang. I'm never going to get this. This just doesn't work for me. All this can come now. And that is seen or no? You didn't see it, someone else told you. Kapil told you the thought is coming. It's as simple as that, as what I'm asking. You said this thought is coming and it's getting my belief. Who knows this thought is coming? You. This is also seen. This is what I mean by seen. This is also perceived. So you saw the entire thing. Thought came, attention went to it, then you gave it your belief, didn't you? Why? Seems true. So when it came, don't want satsang anymore. Is it true? No, it's not. Just that the thought is saying this. Otherwise you would not be still sitting. What is true is what is. If you are out the door already, then you know you don't want satsang anymore. Otherwise it's just a thought. Yeah? This feeling is coming and is being interpreted as I don't want to be, I want to. Now he's saying like that, I'll just do it. Something like that. It can come. But who's seeing all of this? The same one who saw the pain, who's seeing this form. This one. Can it be seen? You're here or no? The seeing is here or no? It sees this thought is coming, that is coming, this feeling is coming. He's saying like this, his form is here. All this is being perceived right now. Who is the perceiver? Can you deny that there is a perceiver? At least you cannot deny that there is a perceiving happening. Is there a perceiver? What are you perceiving now? Huh? Yeah. So now, if a thought comes, oh, satsang is great. If it comes, if it comes, then again your choice to believe or not. Because any thought can come. What? Some thoughts are saying, yeah, yeah. The thought is saying, I don't want to be in satsang with anyone anymore. Still, you're here. Oh, you came to tell me that? Oh. Already before Satsang, before interrogation started. Oh. And now you said then, so you told me now. Yeah, so she said, I feel I'm only in Satsang recently because I like being with you. That is as good a reason. This is like catch 22. Satsang is driving me crazy, but I like being with you. What to do? This is how it is. See? This is how it is. If the love was not feral, then I don't feel any person would be dissolved. This mind will resist. And if only this mind resistance was experienced and no love was felt, so the love becomes the magnet which keeps us together, while this dissolution, which to the mind is seeming so destructive, but in reality is the most beautiful unfolding, is happening. Because many can speak the truth. Many can say this, they can read a book and they can speak it. You can read a scripture, there's so many. You just read from there, remember all of that and repeat. But if the presence is not felt, not experienced like a pull, then you will not stay. Nobody will stay, just for the words. That's what happened with me when I met Guruji. I felt that it's the strongest love I have ever experienced without it being personal. Strongest love ever experienced. But the words are never attractive to the mind, because we're not speaking something which just feel good stuff. Not self-help stuff or feel good stuff. Because ultimately we are saying that all that you have believed about yourself is not true. You are no thing. So if you just go to someone who's saying you are nothing, you are nothing, you are nothing, and there's no presence being felt, would you stay? And it is this presence which is doing all the heavy lifting. The words can carry the perfume of the presence sometimes. And all of this is grace is doing, because one of you can read a transcript of Satsang and feel such a strong presence that you feel that you are in love already. And someone else can read the same words, and if grace is not working in that way, then you just feel like, what is this? It's just complete nonsense. Yes, it's very important for the seeker to be jaded. So if I have to deal with the energetic seeker, then more work for me. So give up. If you're a jaded seeker, then give up. Just give up seeking. And you say, I like being with you, then just be with me. Because this is also an auspicious movement. Because if you're with me only because you're seeking, then as the seeking is dropping, then you will say, okay, now I don't need this. Don't want to experience what comes up here in Satsang? Or? Yeah.
Here, I can't just like the same things might happen again.
Yes.
Or
So you've been here for how many months? Maybe 4 5 at least? 3? Maybe 3 months. Have you found any evidence that what happened over there could happen here?
projecting whatever went there, it was like he was like it's more things that can change. So therefore it could change. You know? Like it might happen, not that it's like no there is nothing. Where the change this is how it was there as well at the beginning. And then like his expression just changed. And then he said there's another question that he said, well, I haven't changed. Your me has changed. So I think
So let me share with everyone. So she says that where she was before this, also it was very nice and pure and peaceful, just like this in the beginning. The mind is saying that in the beginning over there also it was just like this, but as more and more people came, it became larger, then all that exploitation started. And when someone confronted this one, he said, oh, I haven't changed, it's only your perception of me.
that's what I
Oh, what? Yeah. A lot of other rubbish also. I remember that. Okay. So,
So it feels like I must get something to eat. So before that. Sorry.
it's okay, my dear.
And I tried very hard not to get attached to you. And it didn't. I really feel like I must get things so I can leave.
all the pointing, all which is being said is to show you directly what you are already. But if it gets mixed up with all of this, oh, I have to get something and what might happen in the future, and I must not get attached, or I'm getting attached, or all of this is being kept aside for some time. That's why I've demystified. I've tried to at least demystify all of this stuff, isn't it? I've said that if ever any of you get the sense and you have this on recording on YouTube so we can note down the date. If any of you ever sense that he's changing or is exploiting us in some way, you must come to Satsang, come into the hangout and just expose me. You play this video back. I'm telling you exactly what to do. You play this recording back. And then you say, this is what you said, and this is how you exploited us, and we now feel that we must expose you to the world. And I promise we will keep that, we will make a highlight of that, and we will keep it separately for everyone to watch. Because I can tell you that if there is still an abhorrence to something here, it is only to this idea as to how someone can exploit their children, using whatever spiritual excuse they might be using.
And it was only my attachment that allowed that to happen because I would have stayed around if I didn't want to be around. So I don't want to be
You know, it happened like this, and I feel today I'm going to share in a broadcast openly that it does happen sometimes that you can feel like you're falling in love with this form. Something can feel like that you're falling in love with this form. But it's good also to expose this and say this is what is being felt. And with a true master, you will see that this is not reciprocated in in a personal way. And even this sense of personally needing something has to be burnt in satsang. And I know some of you have told me, some of you have reported this in the past, that I feel like something here is just in love with you or something like that. But I know it is not this. What is being experienced is love for your own presence. Love for your own presence is not an attachment, because your presence is not coming and going. This form will go. This form will go. So you will see that this can also come, and you can say that this is what it is. but you will find that you will not get any personal reciprocation because this is my love for you. If my love for you was so weak that you will personally respond to that which is personal, then I don't deserve to be here. And many, many Advaita excuses I've heard from all different teachers. So I feel the lamest amongst all of them has been that, oh, but because it was energetically good for that. We've talked about this. Wasn't that the excuse previously? Did you hear this one? I heard this one. Someone says that this one was not exploitation, it was just meant to be energetically beneficial. Come on. No, I know you are not. That snapped her out of it. That some of you otherwise have said this in the past. So it can happen like this. It can seem like I'm getting falling in love or something like that. So this also find that many have used all kinds of rubbish excuses, but for me it is still exploitation because they have said, even in your this one, the one that you were talking about, in his case, many have said, but it was consensual, it was mutual. But I say, even if it was not this way, even if it was something which was pushed by the other side, still I don't feel it is okay because still I feel it is exploitation. Because what are they falling in love with? They are falling in love with the truth, with their own presence. It is just that this form is representing this voice. It is just here as an instrument for this voice. But it is a fact that in this realm there have always been this kind of teachers, this kind of exploitation that happens. Yeah.
And then it's what it's like. And then he just turned out to be something else. And I feel that desire to be here, just to be here with you. And
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what to say.
So this fear is there basically that because you had a desire to live at the feet of a master earlier and it turned out to be an exploitative situation, there is this fear that what if it happens here also, isn't it? That's the core of it.
Because I feel that I just want to be here.
Yes. Yes. So what you do is you just be here and at the first sign of any trouble you run. Okay? This is my permission. I will not stop you. I will not say anything. You just tell me that I did not like this. I feel that this was exploitative. I am good. Yeah, but why are you presuming that's going to happen? I'm just setting your mind at ease, which means setting your mind at ease because my feeling here is that it will not happen. I have not felt that. I was just telling someone the other day that ever since I felt when I sat at the hot seat with my father, I have not had this urge for a personal relationship except for that, those relationships which have already existed before that time.
But I'm talking about good
Yes, then
or no, that's just what everything else that happens. Talk about love, I guess. Like, all the like, other stuff that happens. And I hate it. I hate
okay.
it.
So you make a list of the things that you hated, and you will look at those things, and I will tell you that this never, this never, this never. This may be sometime, and we'll see how much you hate that. Based on that, we'll take some calls. Okay. What are some of the things you hated? Tell us.
I hate it. I don't know if I hated it, but it was difficult to be around like this. And then, like, the little point where you have to like send an email to ask permission to speak to him or not be able to like really want to say stuff and not to be able to even get close enough to speak to him.
Okay, so this is good. Okay, it's a different type of satsang today, but it's a little bit practical, but I feel it's very useful also. She says, I hated because I had to send an email to him if I needed to speak with him. Oh, no.
To like the colonization.
You had to send an email if you wanted to speak to who? It's okay, they don't know who you're talking about.
To the people who were managing.
To the managing team.
If you wanted to say something, you know, and then you never knew what you would say to him or not.
Ah, I see, I see. If you wanted to convey something, you would have to go through a group of people
And you never know
if it was actually being conveyed or not.
or just even like being there. Say wanting to say something. But
It was like there was an inner circle which was crowding around him, and you were not getting direct access.
I never really had it.
Never.
It was more of a no, more like that's how we say it was on the chance. I don't know.
Inaccessibility,
I
basically.
hate
The politics.
it. Really hate it.
The politics. Somehow, my feeling is that because our pointing is the way it is, so direct and so unpopular, to be honest, I don't feel that we will have tens of thousands of people. I don't feel that that will happen. And also because in the experience here, I've seen what it feels like to be in the outer circles and not having direct access. I feel that as much as possible we can do to keep it as accessible, as direct as possible. We will. Of course, there are times like we came up with this Ananta answers thing because I just found that the mails were coming and they were going into a black box because I never found the space to reply to many of them. So sometimes these kind of things will have to be done just practically.
I see that like even there. That's why there was something about energy of it too.
Yeah.
Just, you know, if it go that way and it still felt I don't know, it was just I know, but I don't know how to say it.
You can tell me after.
Actually, I don't know if I know how to say. I don't know if I can feel. Okay. I don't know how to put it in words.
Yeah. So if you feel something is not okay here, if you start sensing something is not doing okay, some intrigue, some hiding, some politics, something, you can just, you have my number or not? I'll give you my phone number, you call me directly. Yeah. Any of you.
And that's why I stay away
See, some amount of politics will be there
I know.
as we grow.
There's some such a good, like, an experience that's created such an aversion.
Aversion.
I just don't.
Okay, anything political you found here so far?
I don't know. I see.
But you have not experienced.
It's not even
We must look through all the fears. As we are looking, then we are able to put our light of them. Otherwise, it becomes like a vague sense of something. Okay, I want to ask all of you, if there was one thing you could change about Sangha or Satsang or the team or anything, any practical aspect I'm asking about, what would that one thing be? If you have a better way, like I know this thing irritates about having to leave in 1 hour, not getting space into the hangout. If you find there's a better way, better approach, you can always tell me. Because I'm here just to be in service to the Sangha.
I feel like it's around. There is like a family where that expression will have changed.
Yes,
So
but there are
much.
many expressions which never change. Like Bhagwan never changed, Papaji never changed, Guruji never changed. It's the same. If at all, it only grew. If at all, it only grew. The presence grew stronger. The light grew stronger. So why must we go with one aspect of it? Maybe it will turn the other way around. Now you will. Because I don't see how this one which is operating here, which has such a deep abhorrence to any form of exploitation, physical, monetary, emotional, mental, how this one could suddenly change and start exploiting his children.
I don't know what this was still bothering me.
This is good. See, because she says, I didn't know all of this was still bothering me. Yes, sometimes it gets pushed in. And it's very good that it's getting released. It's very good.
So
Let me keep it very simple. You define all the rules of how the Sangha should operate. That's it. You define the guidelines. You say that this is how it should happen. And we trust you that you will come up with the right things.
So there's a sense that David Seeker, that maybe that's a good thing
Yeah.
that happened there. 5 years, like he's just doing everything he said. And at the end of it, my God, I'm exhausted and sick and tired.
We may start it.
Now that sense is here, like, and I hear others saying, "Oh, they're reading these books." Like since I got here, I sit in Satsang when I go out. No Satsang.
Yeah, same here. Seriously. When I leave Satsang, there is no Satsang related stuff except on Facebook.
There's a speaker that people question that. Oh my God,
Now, what is that thing about others are reading books and all that?
like when I hear, I go out in front of the meeting, and from there, I just, like, even after I bought the ticket to see Muji in London, sometimes like, oh my God, not Muslim, what are you doing? Because I just want to see him. I don't want to hear any Satsang.
You should have earplugs at the door.
I didn't think about that. I'm not here. I would wear
Invisible earplugs. And it will be even more irritating when others also sharing now. Terribly. Everyone is getting it. You know, there are many who might be able to say words, but don't enjoy the presence, don't experience the presence like you do. How do you know?
We go on and I'm trying to get.
I know. Yeah.
Just like touching. Being here.
Yeah.
And even when I was hanging around and then someone started saying, I said, no, listen. I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
I just want to be. Because I hear sometimes, it's like there's an effort. Look, there's an effort to see what you're saying or what else is talking about. I just tired. For one, please replace. At some point, when I first got here, I felt like the body pain was something that would take me away, and then I felt like I didn't care. I didn't want to be here. Stop being having power to. And I felt like I didn't care what happened to the body. I was going to. If I died, I'd die in my.
Yeah.
Then that stopped. Even the pain was continuing. That stopped. And we shrieked. And then this came up. And secret. You know, you just sort of be around. But see what happens. Oh, this is going to happen again. And if something can take like that aversion to that some God, everything was too strong. Not something would, like you said, leave. And like, yes, that aversion is so strong that you sensed something going like that, that it would take. But I don't. It was taking so much energy to keep up with this mind.
Yeah.
She would say something about, however, it turned out he was still like, there's still something in there that's attached. Has a sense of loyalty, something. You to ask
So this asking for the name was before I want to leave or after? No, it can also be something is saying. So better do something, so that it doesn't have any power or something. Oh, the name thing also is okay, not for you. But suddenly this feeling came that after the name request comes, we wait for 3 months. Just so that you're clear that you're not like made a big mistake or something. Pavati says we can't hear her very well because she doesn't want to be heard at all. She's quoting Aparna saying it's all rubbish. No, what is it? Rubbish. It's okay. We've been carrying it. It's good that we release it. See, I find that many times large sanghas get into trouble because the teacher, because of circumstances or whatever, but the teacher also starts wanting something from you. Then it becomes a dependent relationship on both sides. It could be money, it could be any other need which is being fulfilled. And I don't say it arrogantly when I say like this, but the fact is, here I don't want anything from you.
This is due to your I don't like to totally spiritual.
Yeah.
But you witnessed everything that kind of unfolded here from because of you. Because of that, I mean, like, now if you say anything, any spiritual, even if you say meditation, I can see this anger, version. And I feel sad. Like, you have something that this experience is totally touching off.
We'll get to that. We'll get to him. First, I know what you mean, but I know it can be that I wish it hadn't happened for him in that way, but even what has happened for him is great. And we'll see that it'll unfold nicely. So no need to rush anything. Just come to this space yourself first, and then all those
No,
around.
I don't feel like that. It's, I feel like at least before he was neutral. Now there's just
Yeah.
this aversion.
Yeah. I can understand.
I don't because I saw him trying
Yes.
what
Good.
but I feel sad that he's like when I see that aversion response in him, because I wish it was just neutral. Like, there was no openness to become something. Now I don't know any spiritual world.
Can I come up, Father?
Yes. There is a lot of requests to come, so whoever comes first can come.
Yeah. Um, um, there was so much anger here.
Today is that kind of day, is it?
And I just want to expose this one who really hates you because you are not giving me what I want, yeah? And this, huh?
He wants what?
How do you say, attention, and you know, he wants to be something special to you, and just all this stuff. And
I love you too much to make you special.
And you know, I just didn't want to come to India anymore. Or this one, not me. I was so pissed off from Satsang, really pissed off. It's just not true. It's just not true. But I just had to say it here and say it loudly to everyone what is going on here. And it seems not to end. It's going on for some days now, and it doesn't seem to end in a way. I don't know. And but I don't mind actually.
Actually, in fact, sorry, just mute well. As the dates for the retreat, as the days come closer to this, it is very natural for strong resistance to come. And not just seemingly inward resistance, even outwardly you might find that some events are happening, somebody is getting sick, somebody needs you to be around, all these kind of things will come before the retreat. It is very, very seen. This is very clear that before every retreat these kind of things happen. You should see how many calls Guruji gets, how many emails Guruji gets just before the retreat, saying that I really, really wanted to come, and now something just saying I don't have to go, or something happened, you know, and he has maybe he should just put an autoresponder which says just come, full stop. You know, just have an autoresponder like that. So it's natural, because if you look at it, if you look at some of this, because many of you have said in the past, many of you can say in the future also, that something really is irritating you about satsang, about me, about what is being said, about anything. You can pick on anything. But what am I doing actually? Not doing anything. Yeah? We're just sitting, we have this time, we sit here together, and whatever I see, I just speak that. I'm not forcing anyone to come. I'm not giving you any practice to do. Nothing. I'm not giving certificates. I'm not giving marks. I'm not saying you got it, not got it. Nothing. I'm just sitting and sharing what I see. And just in this much, the mind can create all kinds of stories and all kinds of things. And as we look like this, just practically even, we look and say, what? What is he doing? What am I upset about? I remember one of you said in a chat with me, they said, just not liking you right now. I'm presuming that was the tone. And just from here it came and it said, what's not to like actually? What am I doing which is so upsetting? It's only that what is being spoken from here, the mind does not like, the ego does not like. Sometimes what happens is also that we have certain projections about how our guru should be, how our teacher should be. And this voice has no pretenses about living up to any mental projection, neither from here nor from there. And any time it clashes with our image of how the guru should be, how we should behave, what he should wear, the things he should say, why doesn't he just tell them to keep quiet? Why doesn't he tell them to speak more? All these are our ideas of how the guru should behave. And if you already know, then why do you need a guru? You see, if the mind already knows these things, then we can continue to keep the mind as the guru. So these are the things that happen. It's just that the mind is getting agitated because it has a certain projection about my teacher should be like this. And we find that the teacher does not live up to these projections. Like if someone asks me, can you say a few things about your guru? I can say that his presence is completely full of love. And his words are just the highest truth. But then they can say, but tell me something about him. How does he behave? What does he like, dislike? You see? And there's very little you can say because he's constantly changing. You see, ever fresh. You cannot put him in a box. So those who have stayed in Sahaja also know this, that you cannot really plan anything based on his personality or something like that. So those who make a picture out of him and say this is how he is, this is how he should behave, when that delusion is broken, then it can seem like, oh, this is not right, this is not. But what is really happening? Nothing. The presence is the same, the words are the same. It's just that our ideas about how another should be are falling apart. This is what happens in all relationships. Even after we get together with the best partner, what happens after a few days? Can you just change this? Can you change this about yourself? Why are you like this? All this starts even in the best relationships. Why? Because the same. Trying to get this what is to conform to our mental idea of how it should be. If you could just see that what is, and our mental idea doesn't mean anything, then it makes it not simple. Then you can say like this very simply, that something here has been saying all this kind of things, and that is also seen, and it means nothing.
Actually, I never asked for a guru for anything else, but not for a guru. This is I'm here by accident. No. If
Same here, same here. Same here. For me, Guru, God, all these were concepts for losers.
Yeah.
Never asked for Guru.
Never. If I would have known what guru means, yeah, I would have run for run. Never stop.
Yes, if you had known what the idea of Guru, what the typical way that the Guru is understood in the world, then yes, we would have run. But if we had known that in the presence of one, then I can experience this sense of spaciousness, this freedom. I can come to the true discovery of what I am. I can be free from these confusions. And no suffering can last. If this possibility was clear to me right from the beginning, then I would never have run. It was those authoritative, practice oriented things which were so oppressive, seemingly oppressive here. But what became so clear in the presence of Guruji was that it is not about any of the outside things. I am discovering in his presence my own presence. And it was so freeing. This one has been the best blessing.
I just have to say something more. This I just wants you to stay in this box here, yeah.
Huh?
It doesn't want to meet you in 3D. And it's, you know, I don't. It's just all these words which are coming here are just causing a lot of energy. It's just releasing all this stuff what is going on here, and all this these energies are now in the body just releasing, and I'm really much happy to be totally stupid here and make a fool out of myself. There was so much fear, you know. Even I just so much conditioning is here. So it's which it's so much stupid thoughts are coming up and are believed, and at the same time everything is seen, and I'm just really tired of all this stuff, and I truly have no choice. I have no choice than to come up and put it here, and because it's just not true. It's really only belief, and anyhow it has to come out here. It has to get us, you know, get. And this anger is here. It's really much here, no? And yeah, and anger was always something I didn't want to show. That, and it's pretty much nothing. And it's just, yeah, it's just good that all this stuff is coming up now. So when I'm again should say something like I don't want to come, it's just not true. It's just not true. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, whoever wants to come next.
Me. I'm already there. Namaste, Guruji.
Dear, namaste.
There's something I would like to expose. I'm good. It's all good. But there's some subtle things. Well, I don't know how to put it. It's one is the relationship and the conflicts. I realized that from my childhood there had been a conflict, and those conflicts gets like sometimes very tense and it goes in cyclic. And it's like siblings. Then probably carried on into my marriage, and then it's showing up now. Very intense emotions, and when it comes, um, it gets like action of reaction, and also the chemical. It's like how the um, studies have shown that body produces chemicals, and also with the physical actions. So the physically it will get very tense, and all that thing, and then chemicals will produce. So I'd like to. I don't know how it came into my pathway, but somewhere in very childhood, when parents and families, that age of growing up, no one knew, and it's probably the cultural all on layers of the Hinduism, or in I don't know where it's at. So, and that brings a lot of fear here, how to resolve it, and then mind goes all the time finding strategies, and I'm fed up of these strategies. And also this, when it comes in that attack mode, what, yeah, that's all. It didn't happen for a week, but it just happened. Sometimes very unusual time.
So it's good that you're able to come here and expose this. But now, can you try my way? You just speak what you see right now.
I mean, mind is bringing a lot of fear because I'm exposing this. It's
Yes,
bringing a lot of stories and images. But on
yes.
the other side, who is seeing these stories and images is awareness.
Very good, very good. So just like to stay with this, just stay with this. Don't resist any of the images. Don't resist any of the fear. Just witness.
Well, it's bringing a lot of images like things probably last 20 years or between them time, and things which I don't even know why people having so much attention around me, and I have no, yeah, it's very heaviness here, very shut down, and I feel very scared.
Just stay with that and say, okay, whatever images you have, bring more. And let's see how long. Don't run from any image. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let everything come.
Well, she's not silent here, then she brings a pain on my back.
Yeah.
It's like energy is moving from the spinal cord. I can't do this.
It's too scary.
It's like a shutdown move. Yeah.
Shut down. What is shutting down?
It's like retrench or a scared child inside, like you know something is very scared and then it's trapped inside and doesn't want to move anymore now.
But we're not saying anything. We're not saying it should go. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just open to whatever is coming. Not resisting anything. Not making any interpretation, judgment, conclusion. Just giving everything its freedom.
Lots of pain comes all over my body, like in joints and back and mainly back and then yeah, the shoulder blades.
Allow it to be released. It's completely fine.
Excuse me.
Don't need it to be missed. Other sensations energetically you will experience. Do you find a sufferer of these?
No, I haven't lost you, just 10 now.
All our past resisting, all our past conditioning, it is stored up energetically. And now as we are becoming open, it is getting released. And for many of you, this happen like this. Too much. Too much.
I'm losing your words, not
Yes, I also
hearing.
like a fax machine. So,
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
yes, maybe some sound like a fax machine or something like that is coming.
Okay.
You'll get used to this openness. You see.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I feel shame and guilt by exposing this. I don't know why,
Nothing
but
to be
then
shamed.
I don't feel anything. It's not me. I feel like this part of me needs to expose. Has been trapped for so long, and if I hold shame, it's only hurting my body. It's like cultural thing too. I'm not here for this. I wasn't here born for this either.
Very good. Very good. I like this very much. Thank you, my dear.
I mean, lots of fear is coming up here too, and at the same time, it's something very fresh. Like I'm
Yes.
not feeling scared either. So it's like a mixture.
We have this example, isn't it? We say, I don't want fear, I don't want fear. And yet so many people go to these roller coaster rides and scary movies just to get a taste of this fear also.
Yeah.
They want to experience it. So this is just another experience, just another energy. There's nothing, don't worry, it's okay. You are that space in which all of this is allowed to come and go. It's completely fine.
And maybe this is why I feel very distant from yourself and myself. Like I feel when I met Guruji for the first time, I just had like this. There was no space and there was no mind, and there was
Yeah.
none of this. And then I don't know what has happened here. I don't feel that connection, but I feel like open to you. So I mean, there is this energy. I can not hold it. I cannot see it, but I see there is a space. But then there is huge piece of there is love. There is everything, but at distance, there is a like a shield. Maybe these are the things these conditions are holding. I don't know. So I just feel like to expose it. So maybe not. Maybe I just want to be free. Yeah.
It'll all unfold the way it is meant. All different aspects of the Sadguru. The grace that got you to Guruji is taking care of everything, everything. Just allow it to unfold as it is.
Mm. Yeah, I'm trusting the process of life. Yeah, very much. Well, then I'll let you go because there are a lot of other Sangha members are waiting to speak to you, and we have been on the chat for a long time. So I'll talk to Guruji to you other time. Thank you very much for
Oh,
us.
thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
for your love and so much patience. I just can't. I bow at your feet for everything you do for us. My heart is always with you in gratitude.
Thank you.
We might
Thank you.
come and see you in person.
Ah, yes, very good. Very good.
I'm thinking I haven't done anything, but I'm just thinking the grace probably provides everything for us. So we'll talk later.
Yes.
Thank you so much. With love. It's so nice for us to touch the holy soil. Bye.
Come, come.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, namaste, my dear.
नमस्ते
I lost your video here.
फादर में मुझे तो बहुत
Hear you, my dear.
मेरे पास कोई वर्ड्स ही नहीं है अब कुछ भी कहने के लिए
Ah.
कह रही हूँ, मैं उसमें इतनी ज्यादा खो जाती हूँ, मैं नहीं एक्सप्लेन कर सकती। लाइफ को मैंने कभी इतना एंजॉय नहीं किया, कभी नहीं। अब ये एंजॉय करना शुरू हो गई हूँ, अब इतना ज्यादा करती हूँ कि क्या बोले, बहुत एंजॉय कर रही हूँ अब लाइफ को। हर टाइम अब तो काम करते हुए, कुछ भी करते हुए बिल्कुल फ्री हूँ, जैसे किस पर बर्डन था बहुत ज्यादा, बहुत पेन होती थी, जैसे किसी ने बहुत वेट मेरे हेड पे रखा है। कुछ भी नहीं है, नथिंग, कुछ भी नहीं है फादर। अब तो सब कुछ अच्छा है। कोई सफरिंग, कोई पेन, कुछ भी नहीं है। ओनली मस्ती मस्ती है, सारा दिन मस्ती मस्ती है। पूरा दिन एंजॉय करती हूँ। एवरी मिनट। लाइफ से या किसी से कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं है फादर। अपनी फैमिली में मेरे रिलेशंस बहुत ही अच्छे हो गए हैं, बहुत ही ज्यादा। कांट एक्सप्लेन।
Very happy to hear you.
God is always with me,
God is always with you.
and your blessings are always with me.
Yes, yes.
थैंक यू फादर। मैंने नहीं सोचा था कभी भी कि मेरी लाइफ ऐसी हो जाएगी, इतनी अच्छी। कुछ भी नहीं है कहने के लिए, समझ ही नहीं आती। मैं 1 मिनट की भी प्लानिंग नहीं करती। अब मुझे ये नहीं पता आज मैं खुश हूँ, कल क्या होने वाला है नहीं पता, क्या पता कल रो रही हूँ, कुछ नहीं पता। मुझे जानना ही नहीं है, क्योंकि इस टाइम इस पल में सब कुछ अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है। इस पल में ये पल बहुत ही अच्छा है। फादर आप मेरे गुरु हो, और मैं खुद को आपको सरेंडर कर देती हूँ। मेरी सारी लाइफ, मुझे नहीं पता मैंने कितने दिन, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता, सब आप जानते हो। जैसे चलनी है वैसे चलेगी। मुझे सब कुछ एक्सेप्ट है, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, नथिंग। आप मुझे आप मुझे एक अपना नाम दे दो, और मैं आपको अपना गुरु बना लूं। आप मेरे गुरु हो फादर।
I will be happy to. Happy to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great. This is the play of life, you see. One is saying, I'm tired of life, of seeking. I'm saying that I just started enjoying life. Everything is so joyful. One day like this, one day like that. One day. Okay. Thank you, my dear. There's some people who still want to come, so we'll give them some chance.
Okay, okay, Father. Thank you so much, Father.
Ambika wants to come.
Father, I
Yeah, we have some unfinished business, she said. Like mafia threat or what? Did I owe you some money that I forgot to return?
yes.
Yeah,
We'll talk about the amount later.
right. Right.
No, I I feel like something is bothering me.
Yes. There are two clubs today. Which club are you part of? The Bothering Me Club or the Supremely Joyful Club? The Supremely.
I, I I feel like something's bothering me, but I don't know what it is, and I can't explain, and I don't know what's it about. So
When did the feeling start? When did this feeling start? After you came in and we were sharing the first part?
and especially about the uh, exploitation thing.
Yeah.
Uh, so I here you have it, and but at the same time it feels nothing bothering me.
The term Guru itself means the dispeller of darkness, isn't it? So the term itself means the dispeller of darkness. What is what does darkness mean here? It is not the phenomenal darkness which is spoken about. Darkness means ignorance, doubt, confusion. So sometimes there can be ignorance, doubt, confusion about this satsang, about the guru as well. So whose job is it to dispel this? This is also the guru's job. And the guru is not doing it. He is not effortfully dispelling some darkness or something like that. It's just that the presence is speaking from that point, and automatically in that presence, all this confusion, doubt, ignorance is getting dissolved. Now, what I mean by exploitation only is that, at the simplest way, that if this is not the function being played, and it becomes more about anything personal, like a need-based relationship, there are already so many millions of need-based relationships possible in the world. Isn't it? So that's the exploitation aspect which I'm talking about, which means that because there is this surrender which is happening to the presence, this surrender is taken personally and then used for personal reasons. This is what I mean by exploitation, very simply. But also, what I need to clarify is that, does this mean that the form of the guru cannot have personal relationship? No. All those roles can also happen. You see? The roles that have to be played person to person, those roles can be played. You cannot exploit the sense of impersonal surrender for personal reasons. That is, then that becomes exploitation. So it is, there is no rule that, well, I don't know. I'm presuming there is no rule that says that now that you've discovered that you are not a person, therefore all then personal roles, no new personal roles will really be created. There's no rule like that. There will be that in the play of the life of the masters, there will be the coming and going of these kind of relationships. The trouble only is when the levels are being confused. So this sense of impersonal love, this sense of impersonal surrender, if that somehow gets preyed upon, then that is exploitation. But if there is a sense of personal wanting togetherness, personal wanting companionship, on both sides is personal, then nothing that prevents those roles from being played out. Therefore, for all in the Sangha, you must see. Because sometimes the mind is saying, oh, but this is what's happening to you. You don't have to go with that. Just check. What is it that is being felt? And most often what is being felt is that there is a deep love arising for your own presence, which you're experiencing now unadulterated for the first time because of Satsang. And this impersonal presence will burn all the sense of need, will burn all the sense of personal desire. That is the primary function. And then there is great lightness in the personal roles. The husband role can happen here without me having to become a husband. The father role happens here without me having to become a father. And I know when I speak like this, then something is saying, just tell me what I should do. But this is not, it cannot be like this. So that situation has to unfold in the way it has to unfold.
It just feels like some things are being burned. That
Yes, it's never comfortable when some things are being burned. But you always feel good about it later. Move towards simplicity as much as possible. You see, stay with that integrity.
it's just something that's coming out. And
Is it like what is coming up? Like a want of something, like a desire for something? Is that what is coming up? Or?
I can't define what it is. It's,
What is the messaging that comes with it?
it feels like some clinginess, like neediness going out, and
Is it going out? This is very good if it's going out.
it's strange because I don't feel like I have neediness, but it's coming out, whatever was hidden.
Let it come up, it will also be burned. And I know sometimes it doesn't sound like the best news, but it is very good news.
Yeah, let it just all go out. It's good, and it's at the same time. I feel so I feel so neutral somehow. It's just going. It doesn't even really feel like it's necessary to talk about to come forward to talk about it, but it still felt like it's okay to do so.
This is good because I don't mind if you come and share, you check in once in a while, it's very good. There are mainly two things which take people away from satsang from what I have seen. The things that I have seen most commonly. One is that the sense that I got it. This is the first one, that I got it, so what do I need him for? This is the first one, most commonly I've seen. The second is this sense that I want to do the rest of it on my own. I want to carve my own way through. You see, independent something. Do I really need to bother him with this? It starts with maybe a simple thing like this. Do I really need to bother him with this? Starts like that. And says, no, no, but now you're good enough to do it yourself. You see, go on your own. And without realizing, we picked up the me. We picked up the me without realizing. So these are the two main causes where for us having dropouts, whatever dropouts we have. So I feel very good if you come and check in, you say this is how it is.
Yeah, this is how it is.
Okay.
And it is just also that this in the life situation is being reflected somehow, and but it feels like it's just a healing thing, and I still feel like before with Nitya you were talking about the retreat, and I really want to come to the retreat. And, because of the study thing, I'm trying to get it going, but it's not. It's also not on the road somehow. It's not going at all. I'm trying to contact my supervisors, and I'm having all kinds of trouble. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's like I can't come on the retreat, and I can't study either. Life is saying no to both.
That's it, the way it is. That's it.
And I feel like, is it a kind of like a fear that should I just come, or but I can't come if
Okay, it's very simple. Very simple. Can you come?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go through it one by one. You have the money to come?
Yes,
The parents will let you come?
no, maybe no.
Just get clarity on that, and if it's no, it's no. Any other variable is there?
Yeah, the school thing.
It's not happening anyway, you said. It's not as complex as we feel it is sometimes. We know either it is happening or it is not.
So this has just been bothering me, and that's all. maybe maybe I'll get more clarity about it later. I'll ask again.
Okay, I have to run because I promised to meet someone at 2. It's already 2 o'clock. I can leave my computer here. Parvati is also here if she would like. She can share the invocations with us. Oh, actually, I need the computer. But the hangout will be there. Thank you all so very much for joining in Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai. Much love to all of you.
Bye, Ananta. Have a nice day.
I'll do invocations. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Dhyanamalam Guru Murti, Pujamulam Guru Padam, Mantramulam Guru Vakyam, Mokshamulam Guru Kripa, Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa, Mokshamulam Anantaji Kripa. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramya, Sarve Putrani Pashantu, Makaschit Dukhabhak Bhavet, Asato Masat Kamir, Tamaso Majoti Gamya, Mricho Ma Amritam Gamya, Om Purnamida Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahma Paramastu. Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Shri Satguru Mujiji Ki Jai. Thank you, my loves. Have a beautiful day. Thanks, Kay, my love.